to start.
Oh yeah, the rookie got it. Yeah. Well, I knew when the rookie started that they were gonna start, having success. I said that Chicago.
I don't think they should start, man. I think they should start Foles.
They ain't got no choice. Oh, well, they ain't gonna start Foles. Them folks in Cincinnati have a cow.
Yeah, but Foles is the real deal for real. Now I ain't gonna lie. There ain't no way I would have
in the backup role. Foles shine. I'm sure they no good as a starter. You get hurt, but Foles can get hot.
There ain't no way I would have Foles on. We got Dunk in the house. What's going on, Judes?
What's up, fellas? What's up?
What's up? We live already, y'all. Once again, I see we got somebody watching too. Hey, man, we're gonna sit in here. We're gonna be in here tonight. We're gonna be breaking down what happened with these Cowboys, them boys and them Bolts, and we're gonna try to find out where the mayor of Steeler Nation is. So if anybody knows, we're putting the APB out there for him right now. please return him to the compass if you know where the mayor of Steeler Nation is.
Oh, he'll be back if Steelers win.
Well, we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to run the promo. After the promo, we'll be back with our show. All right, we back. We got the crew in the house. We got Troy Haywood. We got HP. We got Dunk. And we got my man, Irvin Seabrook with the short hands. He got his South Carolina State on. Tonight. Go and give him that marching band with that 101 flavor.
I got them staples out today, brothers.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about, man. Awesome, man. Irv got this out.
Yep. Going up and down steps.
You're a beast, man. You're a beast, man.
You need to get well so you can come get this beat down.
You ain't gonna let the man heal first, HP?
No, I say you need to hurry and get well. I'm gonna wait on him.
You can wait on till he get well?
Because everybody.
Guys, I'm gonna start out with a complaint tonight. I already got a complaint. I hate what they did to Monday Night Football. I did not enjoy it. Watching it the other night.
You watched the? You talking about the Peyton Manning stuff?
Yeah, man, it turned into like a pajama party.
Well, you on the wrong channel.
Are you serious?
They got two. They're doing two different Monday night presentations. They got one on ESPN and one on ESPN2. The one on ESPN2 is Peyton Manning and his brother Eli.
I was mad the whole night because it was like football was like secondary, and they were like telling old football stories, and you know whose mama make the best cheesecake and all kind of stuff. Also, that's good to know. So then, okay, I'll shut up then. I won't say anything. We got my man Charles Gillespie, the Atlanta Falcon fan, looking on, the man with the awesome song, fried bologna sandwich. Charles Gillespie, good to have you tuning in tonight, brother. Good to have you tuning in tonight. And so we had the Cowboys, man. Cowboys beat the Bolts. Oh, Burnett from the B Spot. Burnett, what's up? What's going on? You want me to send you a link so you come on the show? What's up? But yeah, we had we absolutely we beat the Bolts. We beat the Bolts. Charles Gillespie says thanks. Yeah, we beat the Bolts, and we we looking good, man. I think we're looking good. What were you guys? There were a couple issues. I think Irvin was telling me something about some she says no, she's in her pajamas. Burnett says she's not covered up because she's in pajamas. Look at Troy. Troy saying, boy, look at Troy. Boy, he said,
so Bert, that's okay. hey, Burnett, me too.
That's what you do, show face. That's it.
I'm in my pajamas too, sweetheart.
So a question came up before we talk about the game, and the question was, did Zuerlein's kick bail McCarthy out? Because once again, McCarthy has a problem with the clock. And so that was the question. They said he had those same questions. They said not only Zuerlein's kick, but did Aaron Rodgers' greatness bail McCarthy out? What do you think about McCarthy? The 61-yard field goal call in Tampa Bay, and now the other day the Bolts almost letting the clock completely run down almost completely.
Want me to go first?
I got three issues.
Yes, sir.
First issue, and we were talking about it Sunday during the game with Troy. I'm really beginning to get a little upset every time we get in the red zone inside the 10. First down. We don't ever stay with the run game to see if we can have a 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3. We always ended up with 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8 field goal, 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8 field goal. At some point, on Sunday you had two guys running the ball really well. Okay, you got stopped on first down. Run it again. Let's see what happens. All this BS that McCarthy came up this week about, they looked at one of the clock and the clock went out, and they looked at another clock. Man, they got 12 coaches on the sideline. They got 40 clocks in the whole entire stadium. He screwed it up. And Zuerlein bailed him out with that kick. Because had he missed it, we go into overtime and we'd have lost that game. We'd have been a laughing stock of the league.
Oh, absolutely.
We'd have been a laughing stock of the league. Makes no sense.
I agree and disagree with some of that. I agree. Like I was saying the whole game, I don't know if it's Dak calling them running plays or he audibilizing out, putting them running plays, but we was killing them on the ground. I think we should have kept on running the ball down their throat. I mean, we was using clock by running the ball. Zeke wasn't doing bad, and that guy pushing Zeke for his job right now, but I think we should have kept on running the ball. I saw a stat today. As Dak been quarterback, we ran the ball more than we passed. We 25-0. When we run the ball more than we pass, we undefeated. But going down to the kick thing, I don't completely blame McCarthy. Dak got quarterback, man. Dak got to see the clock too. Somebody ain't always got to tell you what to do. I think he should have the sense himself to also know what to do. You know, Dak Ford. I think it's a combination of everybody, man. Dak running back. If you know what's going on in the game, everybody knows 17 seconds. The coach shouldn't have to call a play. You should have the common sense to say, we need to hurry up. Come to the line. Come to the line. Come to the line. We're gonna spike the ball right quick and do whatever. The coach shouldn't have to necessarily tell you to do that. At that
the
level,
first thing that happened, Troy, is they shouldn't have ran that running play.
Right. But
that's what started the whole. They shouldn't have ran that running play. I know they thought that, they think we're gonna pass it, we're gonna run a little reverse with Pollard, hit him quick. But when it got stopped, now we're in panic mode now.
Yeah, but you could have got took out there and spiked the ball. Even before that, they could have spiked the ball, man. A lot of times he was passing the ball too much, man. When we was hitting them 7 yards, 8 yards, 7 yards, running the ball. And then we coming past 3 straight downs. Why? That was crazy. I don't know. You know, you can't know the inside story. I don't know if Dak managing the game and he's still doing everything that coming to his headset. At this point, he should have a grasp of the game plan. Run your own plays, man. Certain plays you call him, but he should have it down packed now. I mean, I'm impressed with what he's doing. You know, I wasn't never a Dak lover, but I mean, he's won me over. I think at this point in time, McCarthy, I got this, man. If certain players they want to call him, but Dak and the offensive coordinator, they should be on the same tool, man. Dak should be running that offense itself, man. At this point, I think. I mean, he's been in the league 5 years. It's your offense, right? They put this offense around you. You know what you want, what you can do, your capability. That's Dak team, man. As far as doing the timeout, Dak doing the timeout 17 seconds. He should be telling, all right, he should be called 2 plays. Come to the line. Hurry up, get to the line. That's Dak team. I don't blame McCarthy completely. I mean, it's some of his fault, but as a quarterback, shit, you know what's going on. You know, we armchair quarterbacks, and we know what's going on. How the hell you don't know what's going on? Yeah, it's a combination of all of our feelings.
Burnett says Dak is a franchise quarterback. They got to allow him to make his own calls sometimes.
Exactly. I mean, he got to know what's going on. I think he got a grasp of everything that's going on. I think everything that's slowed down a little bit for him now. He making better reads. That one he threw that interception. I don't know what the hell was going on with that. But other than that, I think he got a grasp of the offense, man. He audiblized a whole lot of time. They said 12 times running plays versus Tampa Bay. But I think he did the right thing, not running versus Tampa Bay. When he turned on running plays and pass it, I think he said, Dak, Zeke, nah, them boys, we can't do nothing with them. I think he called a good play. And then, a lot of times say, why did Dak audiblize out of 12 running plays? He was making them throws. He was getting out on the edge. He called a good game on that one, I think. I think he got full ability right now. I trust him with the team now, whereas before I didn't.
Yeah, because Tampa Bay has had the #1 run defense the last 2 years. And that beast that they have on that line, that Vita Vea, well, you ain't running it that. You're just not gonna run it that. And then you got Soup right by him. They just consume the middle. They consume the middle. And
I think we could hit it with a couple of screenplays, though. I think we should have did that a little more up in the middle.
Play action
screen, a little screenplay, a little dump off the Dak, a little screen pass. That play we did versus Pittsburgh. Get Dak out on that edge. I think that would have worked against them.
They hadn't run that play yet. In 2 games, they hadn't run that screen pass yet to Dak.
I was looking at what was that, Stephen A. and all them guys. I listened on the talk show. I was disappointed to find out we still got the 31 ranked passing defense in the league. We still next to the bottom as far as stopping the pass.
But look what we do have, though.
We went maybe 6th or 7th in turnovers, but that's a bend but don't break defense. But one time that kid from Sandell, he was like 17 for 17 in completions, man.
We lead the league in turnovers.
Yeah, but if it wasn't for that, we'd be in trouble.
And we got, I think, what was it? We number 6 in red zone defense.
But next to last in pass defense.
Well, I mean,
that fluctuation is big, man.
Yeah, I mean, you need a lockdown corner. June, what did you think about that? That first question I asked about McCarthy is, is Zerline bail him out, and was he just kind of living? Was he kind of living on Aaron Rodgers' greatness down there in Green Bay?
I see now that he was that that Rogers bailed him out a lot. I thought he was a better coach than he is. When we got down like 17 seconds left and the clock was just running, I was like, what? I mean, I'm cursing. Why are we letting the clock run? Why are we letting the clock run? Kill the clock, kill the clock. To get close, at least get a little closer. But like Troy said, I don't know but that's the first to me where I heard about the clock situation. The clock was down, whatever, but you got to be in the game and know what's going on. If that clock is down, okay, something got to be done. You know, make a call, get like something. We just let too much time run off that clock. And for that Tampa Bay game, that was sensitive for him to kick a 60-yarder, and this man that missed two field goals. To kick a 60-yarder, that was dumb.
Yeah. So when you look at special teams, why did we rush the punter on 4th and 20?
Right.
I question his football IQ, like Junior saying, and like you said, Urban. I question McCarthy's football IQ because, I mean, honestly, other scenario, we go to overtime down there with San Diego, which I did not want to do.
Yeah, we lost
with them. I did not want to go into overtime with them. We would have probably lost that game. It's like, yeah, but we were in the driver's seat, you know, even though there was questionable calls because everybody know Cooper got pass interfered. The guy wrapped Cooper up completely, and then on the other side, we had our corner. And I really like him. What's his name? Oh
Diggs.
God, not Diggs, but Diggs is nasty now. Curse. That pass interference they called on Curse. You know, and it took away our interception. So you know,
well, when you look at it, when you look at the play, if they wouldn't have called pass interference on Curse, then they didn't call that play that we think was pass interference against the Chargers. It wouldn't have bothered me because now you're showing consistency. But when you call that against Curse, and the play happened on the same side in front of the same official, it was the same play. You got to call it against San Diego. That's the way officiating goes. It's not about what you miss and what you don't miss. It's about being consistent, and that's all that coaches want. It was, you know, the rules in the NFL is once the receiver gets past 5 yards, you can't armbar him, you can't put your hands on him. And it was clear on that 4th down play that the guy grabbed Cooper, stopped him in his tracks, and both of them came back to the ball. That should have been either illegal contact or pass interference. That would have been the consistency in the game.
They did call pass interference on that one, though, right?
No, remember, we turned the ball over on downs.
Over on downs.
Yeah. When the guy came from behind Cooper, yeah. But back to that kicker, man. When he kicked that 56-yard field goal, he would hit that from 65. Right on.
Oh, the boy got a foot. The boy got a leg now. He got a foot. He got a foot.
So,
yeah.
Tampa Bay versus the Tampa Bay game.
Realize
against the Tampa Bay game, he could hit that 60.
We didn't realize
because what
he
was
kicked in that stadium all year last year because he kicked for the Rams last year. That's their home stadium.
Yeah, but I'm saying, he had a 62-yard field goal for us last year. He can do 60 yards. That's why I honestly feel that first game. I mean, you still say I'm crazy. I say NFL is fixed, man. He missed the extra point and them 2 field goals, man. Come on, man. And then they say he had a bad back. I watched all the Hard Knocks. They never said this kid was injured doing Hard Knocks. He
didn't kick at all during the preseason, Troy. That's why he didn't kick during the preseason.
Okay, why wasn't it worth mentioning?
And a lot of times they don't mention it. Remember they said Tom Brady?
They mentioned it during the preseason games. They may not have put it on Hard Knocks.
They mentioned Dak got hurt. They mentioned everybody else got hurt. Why they said about the kicker? Man, come on, man. And then the last one he kicked for us to take the lead, that was a 48. That would have been good from 62.
Well, the boy got a foot, man.
Yeah, that boy got a leg now.
Got a foot.
I can see him. It ain't gonna be short. It's either gonna be him pulling it or whatever. But it ain't gonna be short.
But it's the Cowboy session of the show. Talk to us about your Dolphins, brother.
But you know, kicking has always been a murky, muddy business. You know, it's like whenever it's time to kick a field goal, you can never really feel like, hey man, we got this in the bag. I have never felt like that about a field goal. You know, when it comes down to a field goal, I've never felt like that. Because it's a court. You remember what's the last dude we used to have to be the kicker at Dallas? That guy was automatic.
Dan Bailey.
Bailey was bad. Bailey was bad. And then when Bailey came up and missed one field goal, I was mad with Bailey, but I said I can't be mad with the man because he was just really, really good at what he was doing. And I remember since we had Raphael Septien, I'll go all the way back, and Raphael Septien used to be automatic, every time we kick a field goal. But anytime we got to kick a field goal to win a game, I always hold my breath, man. I always cross my fingers. I always hold my breath because I say, I don't know, man. It's according to how he hit it when he kick it.
I'm like Troy on that first extra point. How you shank? I can see you hitting the upright or something barely missing, but he shanked a extra point. I mean, it wasn't even close.
By 20 yards, he put completely over there.
Yeah, I mean, I was like, man, come on.
Now, if they would have showed where he slipped or something, he ain't slipped. He just pulled it. I said, what in the hell?
Charles Gillespie said, never put your money on a field goal. HB, what you say, man, about McCarthy, man, and what you got to say about McCarthy? About has it been Aaron Rodgers' greatness bailing him out, and do you see a low football IQ in McCarthy?
I agree with everybody. In Green Bay, hey, Aaron Rodgers will bail out any coach. But Sunday, I was loving every second of that. I was hoping the clock ran out.
I know you were. I bet you was hoping the clock ran out of the Dolphins too.
You got to question Bill Belichick now without Brady.
No, he wished
Bill Belichick.
He wished the clock never started in Miami the other night.
Hey, after that, when Tua got sacked the first play, I say it was over right then. Like our problems, offensive line is our biggest problem. They didn't address it during the preseason. Now we're going to week 2, so it didn't take long for that offensive line. I mean, we got to get that offensive line straight. The offensive line got our quarterback out for 2 to 4 weeks now.
How long you think he out?
About 2 to 4 weeks.
So what happened if Brissett come in and throw for 300 the next 2 to 3 weeks? Y'all win all 3 games. What you gonna do then?
Oh, that won't happen with that offensive line. Tell you right then, Brissett, he probably would have got sacked 10 times. It wasn't for his mobility. He moves way better than Tua.
I just want to play something from last week. He's not here, but I want to make him feel included in the show.
I also think that the Dallas Cowboys don't have enough metal. METTL.
No, take him off. He didn't show up. Take him off. He don't deserve no airplay. He didn't show up Sunday for his game. He didn't show up Sunday after the game. Take him off.
Hey, do you hear what he said? Listen to what he says. I want you to listen to what he says now. Listen to what the mayor says.
I also think that the Dallas Cowboys don't have enough metal, METTLE, to go out and get a good Justin Herbert in the Chargers. That's what I think.
Are you going to answer the question?
Yeah, I think I did.
Tampa Bay is better. Chargers better than Tampa Bay.
Pork chop. That's a dance.
That was the mayor. The mayor said he doesn't think that Dallas had enough metal to go down to and beat the Chargers. And we're underdogs against Philly. I saw some people picking Philly over us, and Philly is 0-3 against us in Dallas. So there's the last 3 times, rather. They're saying Philly will come down there and beat us. So we Rodney Dangerfield. We get no respect. It's all right.
I looked on something on your what is it? fantasy football, they said to pick Philly's quarterback and running back for Dallas. Yeah. They said that was the pick. They said, you know, look, we got our defenses against the passing. It's gonna be a good game, man. We ain't gonna blow them out. You know, we're not gonna blow. I'm looking at a 21-17, 24-21, 24-20. We ain't gonna blow them out because I mean they can move the ball and he's a mobile quarterback. We got 2 sacks this year. You know. Boston, I think Boston will put some pressure on them. Don't I think they supposed to be back? Gregory, I still heard nothing about Gregory being back.
No, Gregory's gonna be back. And in the last 4 games against the Eagles, Gregory has 10, I think 6 sacks, a couple of deflections, like 10 pressures. He's got phenomenal stats against the Eagles. The biggest issue is going to be whether or not they're going to leave Parsons on the right side against that Hall of Famer right tackle that the Eagles have, or are they going to flip-flop him and put him on the left side against the weaker tackle and put Gregory on that side?
I think it doesn't make a difference. I mean,
it hurts because our linebacker depth might be hurt because freaking what's his name? KZ? Not KZ, the one that came from the Falcons. He got put in COVID protocol today because he had close contact with somebody else who's tested positive, and he's not vaccinated. So he got a test for the next 5 days every day, and as long as he doesn't test positive, he get to play Monday night. But you see, Antonio Brown tested positive for COVID.
Yeah, I don't think we hurting that linebacker, man. That's one place we can stand. We ain't hurting that linebacker, man.
Who you said? Who you said? You said Brown. Brown out.
Antonio Brown.
Yep. Tampa Bay. Yeah.
Oh man, I thought you were talking about Brown. I think you were talking about Brown for Dallas. I want him out.
I know you get ready.
Man.
No, that's my favorite player. That's my favorite counter.
Who's your favorite Dolphin?
Right, HP.
Who's your favorite Dolphin, HP? Hey, so y'all were talking earlier. Michael Parsons was dynamic. He caused up to 4 players to be dedicated to stop him, and his explosive speed off the edge was dynamic. I think he's far more dangerous as an edge rusher. And my prediction for this game, and it's not an emotional prediction, my prediction is we're getting ready to drag Philly. My prediction is Philly getting ready to drag on Monday night.
You said that last week.
Nah.
I said we were gonna beat San Diego.
Man, we can record and play it back. You said we're gonna drag them boys.
I said we're gonna run. I remember saying we're gonna run against them, and we did run against them. But now we're gonna drag Philly. I'm going on record and saying we're gonna drag Philly.
No way.
But their 2 best defensive players might be out. I know the defensive end tore his Achilles, and the other defensive end might be hurt too. So
we're gonna drag them.
We're gonna drag Philly. That's a divisional game, man. We ain't gonna drag. If Mari have a good game, Mari normally kill Philly, but Philly, I mean,
injury prone.
Mari killed Philly though.
We're gonna drag Philly, man. So what do y'all think, man, about Michael Parsons? Should we keep him? Should we keep him on the edge? Should we keep him as an edge rusher? I think he was way more effective.
Well, he only had to worry about one thing.
I think you gotta see what Gregory got first.
He only had to worry about one thing: getting to the quarterback.
Oh man, listen, he was getting to the quarterback. And matter of fact, he made that big play where he had Herbert in the grass.
Man, that was a bad call, Cornell.
Yeah, it was.
Come on, you gotta be true to the game. That was a terrible call.
Right. Terrible call. It was.
The guy was still backing up. He never had full contact on him. That was a bad call.
But you said it's a bad call. I agree that was a bad call, but I've seen that call a couple of times, man. You saw that same call versus Seattle in the Seattle game. Evidently, they trying to protect the quarterback. If you grabbed them, they saying they down. They ain't letting you slam them to the ground no more. Yeah. But they called on the Seahawks quarterback. He was in the end zone.
He was back, in the grass.
To get rid of the ball. So once you grab him, they start going backwards. They consider that a sack now.
But on that play, do you think that was a safety? They gave him the ball on the 1 yard line. I thought that was a safety.
That was a safety. But they said once they grab you, you go start going backwards. You tackle.
These refs are still horrible, man. They're looking at the review and still getting around. So, you know,
Hey, Cornell,
That's
we're
what
gonna
it
have to
is.
put Mr. Galloway off the show, man.
You see, Mr. Gillespie.
Gillespie, he gonna have to go. I mean,
Gillespie
tell him to
said-
rise up with his Falcons.
He said Philly. He said never happened. He said Philly will beat Dallas. And then we got Tyrone Simmons. What's up, Tyrone? What's going on, Tyrone? What's going on, Tyrone? Good to have you on our show,
What's
man.
up, T?
So, Randy Gregory's coming back. Keanu Neal may not play due to COVID protocol. But let's talk about what the Cowboys did right the other day. What did they do right? That you think that we could take from that game and we can build on? What can we take from that game and the Tampa Bay game and build on?
We got to use that two-headed monster out the backfield. Keep doing it.
Keep running the ball.
I don't care about a number one and number two back. If we got a two-headed monster and both of them averaging 16, 17 carries a game, 90 yards, one get 120, vice versa, I'm good with it. It saves us for the year on body work and protects them from getting hurt. I don't care about that number one back, number two back. It's clear that Tony Pollard is more explosive. Hell, he's younger.
Yeah.
But we can't use him when we have to block on defense. I mean, on
Ain't got
offense.
nothing to do with that. Young ain't got nothing to do with it now.
Yeah, it does. It does. So does Zeke look bad Sunday?
Zeke is the better blocker.
No, Zeke didn't look bad.
Okay.
He just didn't look like Tony Pollard. Shit.
Okay.
You know, they broke down right now. Tony Pollard is the leading rusher in the NFL per carry, averaging 7.7 yards per carry.
Yeah,
Zeke
but
right now is the 20.
that's because he had two long runs in one game, Troy. How many yards runs he had?
I'm just giving you stats. I'm giving you stats. Zeke is 29th out of 32, averaging 2.7 yards a carry. I still like Zeke. Zeke is a bruising back. I like the 1-2 punch, but that boy hit that hole and get it. You know, Zeke picking holes. That boy just going through those. I mean, and then I laughed. They broke it out today. Zeke almost making one game with that boy making 1 year.
Okay.
Zeke make $564,000 a game. Pollard make $850,000 a year. Because it's wow. So he hungry. So he hungry. So I mean, right now, like he said, he was always underestimated. Always had to go above and beyond. So he hungry, and I get that. But right now, he as per carry, he the leading rusher per yard average in the NFL. He said, how many second string running back is the leading rusher on their team? Zeke falling off. Zeke look like, I don't know if he lost a step or. I still wouldn't go away from Zeke because, you know, when Pollard coming in, they thinking they getting the break and the Pollard shoot past you. Zeke, everybody come to the line. When Pollard coming in, they think we gonna do a dump off pass to him and then he get the ball around the corner and you use the Zeke 4.5 speed or whatever speed he got. The Pollard coming in with that 4.2 and you just ain't ready for it. Pollard hungry, man. I don't think we're gonna be able to keep Pollard. If he put right now, we ain't gonna be able to keep Pollard.
Zeke probably be gone for Pollard.
Yeah, they ain't gonna get rid of Pollard.
I would. Zeke be out there for Pollard.
They're not gonna get rid of Pollard.
Who gonna pick up Zeke contract?
LVE
That's good.
LVE will probably be gone.
Good question.
One of the linebackers will probably be gone.
Somebody out there, Will. Somebody.
Yeah, but they ain't get. They like Zeke, and I mean, we still got it. The season. This is a long season, man. This is still game 2. You know, it's game 2 to crown somebody as who is the premier running back of the Dallas Cowboys. So, you know, after game 5, after game 6, if this trend is still continuing,
I looked at the show. They put like this. This year, Zeke got 28 carries for 104 yards. Pollard got 16 carries for 160. Half the carries and almost 70 more yards. And then they break it down to all-purpose yards. He got more yards than all-purpose yards too. But Zeke is clearly a better blocker. I don't think Pollard's an every down back. You know, I don't think he can hold up block and do like Zeke doing. I think just need to get a couple of big runs and get it going. But right now, I think everybody. I don't think it's the inside Zeke. I think everybody gave up to stop Zeke.
Mm-hmm.
Pollard is like, okay,
they do key on Zeke.
You know, with Zeke, you know you got to come to that line because if you let him get ahead of steam, he gonna run you over.
Yeah,
Pollard, you could set back a little bit because you could tackle Pollard 1-on-1, and by the time you prepare to tackle him, he done ran past you.
Yeah,
But I think we should have ran that ball more. I think both of them could have got over 100 yards versus Sandy if they'd have ran both of them. They kept on running the ball.
Well, it was a balanced attack. I mean, that's how you win, man. You got to be balanced. If you can be balanced, play defense, you're gonna win.
Dak was actually off, you know.
Yeah.
Compared to that Tampa Bay game, Dak was a little off compared to how he played that first game.
Charles
He
Gillespie
was 22 for 27. He was 22 for 27.
he was a beast.
Yeah, but he wasn't as crisp as he was that first game. You think?
He didn't throw as much. He didn't throw half as much.
I'm just glad we didn't throw the ball 58 times.
Yeah, we didn't have to, but he wasn't as crisp, man. He didn't, as far as down the field, and he wasn't as crisp. I mean, but like I said, if you could win on
your statement came true though. If we don't punt 3 times, we win. I think we only punt. Did we punt at all, or did we punt once?
We punt once. Another one, 4th down. We went on it. We were on 4th down twice. Got it one time and didn't on one time.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't just for yesterday. That's for the rest of the season. If we punt 5-6 times, we're gonna be in trouble. We can't continue to give other offense opportunity with our defense, with that bend or break defense we got. You move the ball on us, and once we get in the red zone, they tighten up a little bit. But once if we punt 5 times, we're gonna lose, man.
San Diego did move the ball on us at will. It's like when we get them down at the red zone, we tighten up on them. But man, did they move the ball in the middle of the field.
Well, what upset me about the San Diego game, I'm talking about 3rd and 19, 3rd and 15, 3rd and 13. They was getting 3rd and long, and they continue to get. That's my God. I can see you give them 3rd and 2, 3rd and 17,
3rd and 19. When they converted that, I got bad too. The 3rd and 19, because it's like we're making the tackle after they catch the ball, but Mike Williams is coming out and he's right in front of dude, or he's in a crowd and catches the ball. Nobody's contesting, man, until the one time Diggs stepped in front. Diggs picked the ball off. Kurth was over there, but they really are throwing them, and they were running the ball too, bro.
You know what our problem is? I'm gonna say it's our problem. Until we fix that problem, we always gonna be a second-rate defense until we get somebody that can handle that middle, man. We need a big 330-pound somebody that can just plug the middle or put pressure up the middle. Because we got pressure coming on the end, but every time we got pressure on the end, the quarterback all he do is step up in the pocket. We have nobody in the middle of the pocket. He step up in the pocket. And the defense, the offensive tackle is pushing our ends outside and he going around the quarterback. How many times possibly he had the wrong angle getting to the quarterback and he pushing him wide? Because we got and the quarterback can step up in the pocket. We have nobody in the middle, man. And then if we blitz in the middle wide open. That's what's killing us.
Yeah, that's
we say Brown is bad, Brown is garbage, but somebody broke out the stat on Brown. The quarterback almost getting 4 seconds when he throwing Brown way. You can't cover nobody for 4 seconds. I don't care how good you think you ain't covering nobody for 4 seconds.
Brown is garbage, man.
I don't think Brown garbage. I think if
Brown is garbage.
If Brown is garbage, how bad must be our other corners that's on the bench behind him?
Now them guys are hurt.
Them guys hurt. We got the dude from LSU.
We drafted 5 cornerbacks. All 5 of them can't be hurt.
The dude from LSU is much better than Brown. He's a much better corner.
How about the boy from South Carolina, the 6'5" guy? He hurt.
But they put him at safety, so he don't have no place to play right now.
Okay, and we got two other ones. We got 4.
Number 40, and the kid from Kentucky. Both of them are hurt. And then they signed another cornerback.
How about the other cornerback we had from last year?
They signed another cornerback today from Minnesota.
No, we got another cornerback. What's the guy? Gordon Cooper, Jordan Lewis. Why Jordan Lewis ain't getting on the field?
Because he almost got cut. They put him on the practice schedule.
Okay, so evidently Brown must have beat him out. So evidently if Brown is the worst we got, nobody else can't beat Brown. So we got shit.
But if you got a dog with one eye that beat out a dog with one leg, you ain't got too much to talk about.
And I'm gonna tell you something else you ain't want to hear. Diggs is just okay. Diggs take too much risk, man.
Diggs is the man.
I mean, get it. Diggs get burned too because Diggs take some chances. Diggs take some chances, man. Diggs fall back in that zone, and them boy throw that ball over his head. They need to do Diggs man to man. I don't like Diggs. No, Diggs will cover anybody man to man. When he go in that zone, that boy, how many times, 4th and 20 something, they try to ball right over Diggs' head. Wide receiver right on the sideline. That zone ain't working. Diggs need to be man on man.
This is our best corner, bro.
He can't play no zone.
That's
he
our
cannot
best
play no zone. He need to be man to man.
Diggs,
Like the interception, playing man to man. When he sit back in that zone, he get
Diggs
burned.
is an Alabama product, bro. How much interceptions Diggs got this year?
2.
We ain't had no interception last year.
Yeah, in the year we had like 6 at the end of the year.
Yeah, but I mean, you remember 1 year we had no interceptions?
I seen the stat. They said Diggs got in 9 games. Diggs got 5 interceptions, and then 28 games. The guy that went to Miami ain't have a 2. He got all that money. I paid him on that money. That boy from Connecticut.
Yeah, you talking about Byron?
Byron, yeah, 28 games. Brian have a 2 interceptions.
Man, he couldn't catch a call in Alaska. He couldn't catch a call in Alaska, man.
Byron was a shutdown corner in Dallas, though.
He could cover. He couldn't catch.
He was a good cover man now.
But he couldn't catch for food.
He wasn't getting burned no 60 yards.
Yeah, but he couldn't. The ball came in his hand. He had dropped it.
Charles Gillespie said that Zeke is our back, and he also said, when you said earlier, 4.2 40 is amazing. You talked about the speed of Pollard's speed. Pollard is an animal now. He is an animal.
And the man pointed out today on the show, look at that. He said Pollard in college was more as a receiver. We're not even tapping him on when he was in college. He was more receiver in college.
Zeke is a good receiver too.
Zeke ain't as good as Pollard.
Zeke got good hands, bro. I saw Zeke take the ball across his head like Starworth. A touchback in the corner. Zeke is a good receiver.
Zeke hands ain't good as Pollard though, man.
Well, Zeke can catch me. I mean, you big on Pollard now.
Pollard played flanker in college. He was a receiver. He was a receiver.
But listen, they're not packing the box on Pollard. They're not packing the box on Pollard. But when Zeke come up there, they're keying on him. Because you notice that wherever Zeke go, everybody's going where Zeke go. Matter of fact, if they fake it to Zeke and run a bootleg.
I saw a couple of times versus San Diego, old Zeke would have took it to the house and got ran down or he got tackled. Old Zeke would have took it to the house a couple years ago. A couple of plays there. He don't lost his step, man. But he's still a bruising runner. You still don't want to tackle Zeke. You know, when Zeke tried to bounce, one time when Zeke used to bounce it outside, he was gone. He ain't got that breakaway speed like he used to have before. Like the man said, he gained that weight to be a bruising running back, but now he lost that weight to pick up his speed. But he's not as physical. So I mean, he's still it's hard to imagine Zeke only getting 35 yards, 50 yards. But a lot of got to do it with Travis being with that offensive tackle being hurt too. What his name is? Zach something. What his name is? Offensive guard.
Was Zach Martin?
Zach Martin, that boy beast. Zach Martin, that boy beast.
Zach Martin back?
Yeah, I think he better than Lionel Collins and Trayvon Smith, whatever his name is. Zach a beast, man.
Yeah, Zach is a beast. I mean,
but still played a hell of a game Saturday.
Still did a good job. I still shut Boza down. Boza did nothing whole day. His stats are 0, 0, 0. That's what his stats are.
No, he had 2 quarterback carries at a tackle. He wasn't what they expected him to be.
No, he wasn't dominant.
He wasn't dominant, but he got a couple of rushes in there. One time when they did that little flea flicker to Pollard, they didn't even block him. They used his own aggressiveness against him.
Yeah, they used his against him. But Steele really did a good job. Steele did a good job. But I mean, with COVID protocol now, that's something you got to factor in there every week of football, because it's like it's not the injury report, it's who's going to be available and who's not going to be on COVID protocol. Because I mean, we hadn't been able to get our whole team on the field up, this season. And I'm not talking about injuries, because injuries definitely not going to get everybody on the field. But with COVID protocol, man, that's like a whole different thing. And I didn't know that until Urban said it. So these guys that are going into this COVID protocol, they haven't taken the vax, and so that's why they got to pass what, 5 consecutive tests?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
even
Well,
if you
test
got the
positive, if
even
you
if you
test
got the
positive, you're not
vaccination,
vaccinated, you got to be out for 10 days.
yeah, even if you vaccinated, you've been around somebody that's been positive, you still got to be retested.
If you vaccinated, you got to do 5 days, and the last 2 days you got to fail. You got to test negative 24 hours apart of taking the test.
Yeah, because
Twice.
even vaccinated, you can still get COVID.
So HP, before we go any further, you're the Dolphin fan in the house.
Miami has a Dolphin, the greatest football team.
Brought something for you.
We're in the air, we're on the ground, we're always in control. And when you say Miami, you're talking Super Bowl, cause we're the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins #1.
So HP, you had a feeling that Miami was going to beat Buffalo. What went wrong?
Well, just like I figured, offensive line, Tua. That was my 2 biggest questions on the year. I mean, can Tua stay healthy? Can the offensive line keep him healthy? Didn't take long to find that out. And that's why I couldn't pick them over Buffalo. I mean, plain as day, you know. I figured we were going to beat New England, but Buffalo, with that offensive line, and Tua is injury prone, that was 2 main questions of the year. And it didn't take about 2 weeks to find that out. 2 weeks.
Y'all should be on to. New England gave that game to y'all by fumbling at the end of the game.
Easily. Like I said, the offense didn't even play. They played terrible that game too. And you see what happened.
I'm picking New Orleans to go in New England and beat them.
That's not gonna happen. Are you for real?
No.
You know what's gonna happen in that game against the Saints? What's his name gonna throw 3 interceptions?
Exactly.
Because
Charles
New England's coach, Belichick, is gonna put something special in place, and he's not gonna want to drop the ball off to the open backs underneath, and he's gonna try to throw deep against New England. And they're gonna be picking them off just like they did against the kid from the Jets.
I think Kamara should have a good game versus the Pats.
Oh no, he's gonna kill him.
I don't think he should have to. I don't think he should have to. See, I don't think New England that much better than Green Bay.
What y'all think about the Rams though? Rams and the Bucks.
Ooh.
I'm going with the Rams.
I'm
going with the Rams too. But the Bucks are the Bucks sneaky now.
Anybody took the Bucks?
I'm going with the Rams in that game.
I'm thinking about it.
Austin just sent his picks, and I just sent it to the link. I ain't filling in the blog yet though. Let me see if Austin.
These are the picks I have so far. Let me get up a little bit.
If what's his name for the Rams have a big game up the middle against Brady, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens that game.
Austin took the Rams too.
Yeah, I think everybody picked the Rams, didn't they?
Yeah, look like it. Let me go to my little flow chart.
Charles Gillespie is going with New England in the earlier game, and then he's in the game we talked about earlier, going New England over
Mr. Gillespie, the Falcons gonna beat the Giants Sunday.
Oh.
And he's going with the Rams over the Bucks. I've got the in our weekly contest that we have. Troy is the leader. He's 22-10. Irv is 21-11. The mayor of
Hell of a comeback by Seabrook
is 19-13. I'm 17 and 15. He is 15 and 17, and Junior is 11 and 5. Mr. Gillespie said the Falcons. He says he's going with the Falcons over the Giants.
Oh, that's a coin tosser right there.
I'm taking the Giants in that game.
I took
NFC
the Falcons.
East, baby.
I had trouble with that game. I'm like, I don't know. I flipped the coin on that one.
Yep.
It's
You
a
think
coin.
the Packers will go on to San Francisco and beat them?
Nope. I don't think so.
I think so.
No, San Francisco going to take that game. I'm going with the 49ers.
The bad man is back. They counted him out after week 1. Say Aaron Rodgers this, Aaron Rodgers that.
Nobody counted Aaron Rodgers out. All they said was he looked like, and he did. He looked like he didn't want to be on the field. Nobody said Aaron Rodgers was a bad quarterback. He played like shit, and he got to own up to it. I don't know why everybody kissing his ass. He played like shit the first game of the season.
Yeah,
So he need to own up to it, said I played bad, and he came back and played good a bit against a suspect Detroit Lions defense.
Yeah, he did own up to it. He did own up.
Coming out mad at the media because they said all this, they said all that. Man, grow up. He's the biggest 30, 35-year-old baby I've ever seen in the league. He was crying about everything. They should have contacted me before they picked the quarterback. No, they did the same thing with you. They didn't contact Brett Favre to tell Brett Favre they were drafting you in the first round. Ain't no difference. They just trying to protect their future. There's nothing wrong with them drafting Love. They weren't going to play him.
Like I said, he
lost a lot of respect for Aaron Rodgers.
He might sit 5 years. Who knows? I mean, but this is his last year in Green Bay. I guarantee that.
Yeah, he's out of there after this year.
We got Letitia West, the 49er fan, and she said both teams suck when she was talking earlier about the Falcons and the Giants. She came in throwing shade. Charles Gillespie said he's going with San Francisco. Letitia West said 49ers all day. Tyrone Simmons chimed in. He said San Fran got too many injuries for him to go ahead and go with San Fran. He said all the running backs are hurt and they're missing key defensive backs. So we did. And Letitia West says, calm down, Tyrone. But
you know, he telling the truth though. Their running backs this week might be Duke. The dude that played for the Cleveland and Miami came from Miami. What was Duke's last name to play with Houston?
You talk about Duke from the U.
His first name is Duke. He played for the University of Miami, but he's been in the league a long time.
Yeah, you talk about from the U, right?
Yeah.
You can't go wrong when you got a player from the U.
Excuse me? You see how bad the U look right now?
It's okay. It's okay, Irv. It's okay, Irv. It's okay.
Listen, man. I'm a Florida State fan. It is not okay.
Irv, I know you were talking about how bad the U look, y'all.
It is not okay for those two teams out of Florida with all those athletes they got in Florida to look that bad right now in college football.
It's the coaching, man. They got to get better coaching. You can't get you a thoroughbred horse and then get a man riding a mule to get on him and ride him in Kentucky Derby. You got to get somebody. That's why I never understood why people go out and get mediocre coaches to run a serious team. And like these dudes, they ain't win no championship. I don't want nobody to come to my team and never win no championship or be on a championship squad. I want somebody to know how it feels to be on a championship or win a championship. I don't want what you gonna tell my team? He don't even know how to win a championship. He don't even have it in his blood. So I mean, bottom line is that
everybody don't be championship on every level now. Look, Bill Belichick wasn't no champion before he came to New England.
Bill Belichick been around some bright football minds, bro. He was,
but he had the opportunity in Cleveland. He went 0-13, 0-14 in Cleveland. Everybody forget about that, though.
But look at him now. How you like me now?
I don't like him at all without Brady.
Bro,
that's how I like him.
Listen. Whether you like him or not, I say
like without Brady. What has he done without Brady?
I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna say like Ric Flair. Woo! You better learn to love it.
What has he done without Brady?
7 Super Bowls.
What has he done? He ain't been no Super Bowl without Brady.
Bro, they got 7.
With Brady. He got 7 with Brady. So in other words, he can be just as bad as the Cowboys coach.
Bro,
Huh?
listen. You can't come to me and I done made a good crop every year because my mule died. Now you say you ain't never did nothing. My mule been good for 7 years. Bro,
Yeah,
he
that
done,
mule. Yeah, that mule been good. That ain't been you been good at plowing. That mule know the lines by itself. You ain't
No.
had a blind mule. That mule know how to plow.
Troy,
Now you
that
ain't got
mule
that mule
got
no more. You what?
that mule got seven rings. You only got
Exactly.
6 because
Well-
that mule left.
That's right.
guys, I'm gonna ask y'all a question now. Since y'all so down on Belichick, bro, I have seen. I'm not gonna ask a question. I'm gonna say something. I've seen Belichick make some super decisions in these games. That guy got great football IQ. I remember against the Giants.
He got great IQ and he got Brady.
IQ.
Brady's doing the same thing in Tampa.
Listen, you can't take it, great, bro. And I'm gonna tell you this, and you can take it to the bank. You can take it to the bank. The first time he gets pressure, you're gonna see what time it is. We got around the corner one time,
That
and
man got 7 rings.
he fall
You
down.
understand that? He the greatest of all time. He the Michael Jordan of football. What you
Bro.
saying, man? You can give him his props. I don't like him neither, but shit, right? I ain't like Michael Jordan either.
I
You gotta
never-
give him his props.
I never took it away from him. But what I am saying, Troy, I've never taken it away from him. What I am saying is that you cannot minimize who the coach is, bro.
I'm gonna ask you one simple question. Will Belichick win a Super Bowl without Brady?
Bro, listen. Give him time.
No.
Give him time. Do you think
No.
that? So do you think? Let me ask you a question. Do you think Brady is the only reason why Tampa Bay won the Super Bowl?
No, by no
It's the
means. No,
defense. I know you know it's the defense.
no.
I know you know it was the defense.
It wasn't just the defense. Defense ain't scoring no points, but the defense had a great play, major role in it.
The
I
defense.
get one thing about Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick can build a defense.
So,
Bill
bro-
Belichick always had a good defense. But Brady, as far as the offensive scheme, I think that's all Brady, man. Brady
think
called
that's
his own plays.
So, bro, let
Brady
me
called
ask.
his own play. Brady
let me-
said he been calling his own play since his 4th year.
So, bro, let me
He
ask you.
said they come up with a plan,
What's the
but
dude's
Brady
name?
executes it.
Okay. So you know what? So all they need is Brady to go on the field. They don't need nobody else around him. Because I understand what you're saying now.
On offense,
There's a box that's
On
looking
offense.
on the field. There's an offensive coordinator drawing up plays. There's
You
a
don't need him.
defensive coordinator on the other side.
Brady don't need nobody on offense. I don't think, in my personal opinion, I don't think Brady need nobody on offense but a line. Brady had made some of the most mediocre wide receivers great. And when they left New England, you never hear them anymore. Amendola and this other little short white kid, and this other one, and this little short wide receiver. When they leave New England, poof, gone. Poof, gone.
Troy.
You gave Brady. Wait a minute. You gave Brady an elite receiver, and what the boy name is that from Moss? He torched the league. He torched the league with what? 38 or 48 touchdowns.
Troy.
Prior to that, he had no good receivers.
Let me
That's
get
why
some.
he told, man.
Let me get some of these people. That's Tish says, I know Ty just not trying to jinx my team. Charles Gillespie said, I agree about coaches. Tyrone Simmons says, I feel you, but reality sucks sometimes. Charles Gillespie said, again, the Cowboys will be fine. No Brady, no Super Bowl. So he agrees with Troy.
Yeah, man.
Let me see here. This stupid thing.
This is a real B&H customer story. Jack and Barbara, professional wildlife photographers and B&H customers for 30 years, live in remote Alaska. Hey, what's the population there?
1 second, guys. Sorry about that.
And there.
Stupid ad popped up. All
Okay,
right.
I'm set.
Stupid ad popped up. Tampa has a defense. Charles Gillespie says, you got Bam Mab. Bam Mab's in the house. I'm going to turn off these dog things, bro. This thing is nerve.
You remember this?
Line and paid off referees. That's what Bam Mab said. A line and paid off referees. Bro, listen.
Talk about Brady. But we gave Brady the ball back in that first game with a minute 14 left, minute 24. Brady got in field goal range in 32 seconds.
Yeah, but then what did we do also?
In 32 seconds.
But didn't we pull out? Who was on the field for us? Who was on the
I
field?
don't know.
Who was?
He moved the ball 60, 70 yards and 30.
Because y'all told me he was on the foot. Randy Gregory was on the sideline. D-Law was on the sideline. Who we have on the field?
No big a difference. He still made the throws.
Man, bro, come on, man. On Brown, I can go out there and throw on Brown. Got you, he's garbage.
Wait a minute. Brown was the one that got the pass interference. Brown doing that possession. Brown only gave up one catch. He didn't go to Brown. He didn't target Brown.
Brown gave him the big catch.
Yeah, the big catch. But the man, he had 5 seconds.
Letitia West says Arthur Brown.
Look at it. He stepped up in the pocket 2 times and threw that pass on Brown. I said Brown, and when you looked at the head coach said it ain't Brown's fault because Brown was supposed to have over the top help, and the safety didn't roll over.
So, Irv, you felt like you agree with that? That wasn't Brown's fault on that play?
Brown is terrible. I don't even want to talk about him.
Brown is horrific. Brown is a train wreck. Brown is a train wreck.
No,
He's a smoking, smoldering dumpster.
I'll be right back.
All right.
You put Brown on out of that ledge too much. Give Brown some over the top help. Give him some help, safety help.
A corner.
If the other guy is such a shutdown corner and Diggs, then why the safety and cheating help Brown?
HP.
Yes, sir.
Is a corner not supposed to be able to hold his man one-on-one?
For how long?
You say for how long?
For how long?
It's over.
You crazy? Hey. You cannot cover a wide receiver more than 3 seconds, man.
Hey,
the wide, understand it. The wide receiver and the cornerback know where he going. You don't.
4 seconds too long. If the corner got to cover for 4 seconds, ain't all his problem.
He burnt. He burnt.
So, with you saying that, and what you're saying is that every time a corner is on a receiver, they get burnt.
More than 4 seconds. Most time, more than 4 seconds. Yeah.
People, everybody else is sticking people. We talking
more than 4 seconds. More than 4. Any corner. More than 4 seconds. You burn.
Show me that statistic. Show me that statistic.
More than 4 seconds. You burn because a wide receiver can take off, blazing down the field, and he know he gonna run 30 yards and stop. The cornerback has no clue when you ain't gonna know when to stop when he stop.
Troy. So you saying that how Larry Brown got burnt, everybody gets burnt like that every week in the NFL?
Yeah.
That's what you're telling me now?
Look at the Pittsburgh game. Look at the Pittsburgh game when the Raiders threw the bomb on it. Look how can do 1,001, 1,002. It take you 4 point. How many seconds? 4 point. If you run a 40-yard and a 4.3, that's 4 seconds for you to get down the field 4 yards. 40 yards, right? Think about it. So you gotta have 4 seconds to get 40 yards, right? So that ain't no way you can get 40 yards less than 4 seconds. So that's a lot of time to cover somebody to get 40 yards. Think about it now. If you run a 4.3, that means you run 40 yards in 4.3 seconds.
So when we played the 49ers, and Irvin and Deion Sanders used to split. They split. Sometimes Irvin burned him. Sometimes Deion get his hand on the ball. There'd be a lot of hands going on. So you telling me what you're telling me now is that Irvin should have won every battle with Deion because it was
what I'm saying. Go back to the tape and look how much time Montana, which color had 1,001, 1,002, the ball out. You can cover somebody for 2 seconds. If you go down to 1,001, 1,002, 1,003, 1,004, you burn. 7, 8 times out of 10, you more than likely you burn. Unless you got that 4.24 something speed, you burn.
Hey, you know what though? I understand you watching a different game than I'm watching because Larry Brown, from where I'm seeing it at, is pitiful. He's pitiful.
But I'm saying, if you sit there, I don't know what program it is. If you look at the pass rush, a cornerback will tell you any Deion Sanders, all of us say you are half the responsibility. You only as good as your defensive rush, your rush. I'm telling you. You can't cover nobody, man.
Letitia West said, "Man, Troy, I was trying not to drink, but that Stella Black looking good right now."
Think about it. I'm gonna put that in. All it takes a little bit of common sense. Think about it. You look common sense. It takes 4 seconds, 4.3, 4.5 seconds to get 40 yards, right? For a quarterback to be able to throw you a 50-yard bomb, a 40-yard bomb, he had to have at least, 5 seconds? Right?
Troy.
Think about it. You look common sense here. A little bit of math. He had to have 5 seconds. If you got a pass rush that only give him 3 seconds, 2 seconds, he cannot complete that pass.
Troy.
All right, so Troy, let me ask you this then. So what about the play on Sunday? 1st and goal from the 10. You out there with Michael Williams one-on-one by yourself. They throw a little short hitch pass. All you got to do is make the tackle. We 2nd and goal from the 10, and you straight mollywop missed.
He the wrong coverage. He the wrong coverage. First of all, why are you 10? Why if it's 1st and goal for the 10? Why are you standing in the end zone and giving this man a 10-yard cushion?
Well, he does that all the time, Troy.
Why are you giving this man a 10-yard cushion?
He does that all the time because he's scared to get burnt.
Always.
He missed the tackle and Kazee missed the tackle. Both of them missed the tackle. First of all, you shouldn't have given coverage. You should have been a bump coverage with a safety over top. That's the wrong coverage from the beginning.
Bro, you trying to be devil's advocate, but you know
I ain't
what?
being devil's advocate.
You are.
I ain't being devil's advocate. If he would have came up to the line and played him and had over the top safety help, he couldn't have got that pass in there.
So you come.
Herman, you play football. Is that not the truth? How do you play football? Is that not the truth?
If you on inside the 10-yard line and you in man-to-man coverage, your first responsibility is to keep him from running a slant pattern on you. But if they run a hitch pattern, you got to make that tackle. It's just you and him. Safety not gonna be able to get out there and make that tackle.
If you're in a 10-yard line, why are you in the zone coverage?
A lot of the teams not going to zone and inside the red zone.
And then you got a big receiver, 6'5", 230, and you give him a 10-yard cushion. You burnt.
But break down and make a tackle, Troy. I'm just talking about breaking down and making a tackle.
Yeah.
He's right there.
He tried. Think about it. The safety came over and tried too. He broke 2 tackles. He didn't just break Brown tackle. The safety came over. He broke his tackle too. Right or wrong?
Troy.
He broke 2 tackles to get to the end zone.
Who is the weakest link we got in our secondary? Let me ask you.
Right now, Brown.
Okay. So you wouldn't be glad if we upgraded on Brown? You don't think we'd be better?
Yeah, we'd be a whole lot better. As the guy pointed out before, Brown is 6'1", 6'2", 250. Brown should be playing the nickel. Brown shouldn't be playing corner. Brown should be playing the nickel, coming up playing the tight end out of the backfield or the running back coming out of the backfield. That's what Brown should be. Brown shouldn't be on no island. Brown shouldn't be on the island by himself. I don't know if we got nobody backing up, but Brown shouldn't be on the island by himself.
Brown should be filling Gatorade bottle.
No, he shouldn't be.
He should be filling Gatorade.
If that's why he win a position in training camp?
He should be.
Why? If he the best, if he the second best we got, then what we got? Use a little common sense now. If he the second best we got, then what we got?
Because you know what? We shop at bargain basement a lot of times. You know there was other corners out there. You know there was other corners out there on the market. Free agent corners. We could have got.
They drafted 4 out of college.
Bargain basement. We
drafted 4 out of college.
They hurt.
You got Jordan Lewis. Why didn't you put Jordan Lewis on the corner?
Bro, you know Jordan Lewis. You watch every Dallas Cowboy game.
Okay, so evidently Brown better than Jordan Lewis then, right?
So listen, you Dallas Cowboy.
But you re-signed Jordan Lewis. Why you just cut him? Why you re-signed Jordan Lewis?
But you a defensive court because he bargain basement. Jordan Lewis got the right price.
You got Sherman out there. Why you go get Sherman? Sherman out there.
Because he cost
Sherman about to go to Tampa.
What Sherman you talking about? Richard Sherman?
Richard Sherman out there.
He need to stay out there. Richard Sherman is a holding. Richard Sherman?
Sherman works. Who better, Sherman or Brown? Who you rather have, Sherman or Brown?
I'd rather have Brown than Sherman.
You crazy.
Sherman stay toasted. Sherman stay toasted, boy. You like Sherman? I wouldn't have the Richard Sherman. Sherman stay toasted.
I'll take Richard Sherman over Brown.
Sherman is a highlight reel. Charles Gillespie says speed is time, not pads, and not game time reality. And Letitia West just laughing at us. We are crazy. All right, so Carolina over Houston. Who y'all got?
Carolina, big.
Got Carolina
because Houston playing that rookie quarterback. He's done.
Yeah. But you got a man that's making $700,000 a week. Play him. You know.
Who making $700,000 a week?
Watching.
Yeah, he making $700 a quarter. You talking about a week? A quarter? That boy signed a $40 million a year contract. What? $38 million a year contract.
They got a little. They throwing a fit and won't play Watson and won't trade him. Which
they're not playing Watson because if they do, they're gonna catch holy hell from women across the country because he got all those cases. And that's all this is.
But that's crazy. I'm not gonna pay a man what $2 million a Sunday to sit in Costa Rica with his girlfriend. Shit.
That's what he's doing. $700,000 a game.
No, it's more than that. Gotta be more than that.
Yeah, he got like a $10 million contract.
Yeah, because that's right. They gave him a $30 million signing bonus. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we got Colts in Tennessee.
Tennessee.
That's a tough one for me. I went with Tennessee, but the Colts look real good versus the Rams, man.
Yeah, but the Colts they're starting to back up quarterback.
Yeah, Wentz.
Oh, that's Wentz hurt?
Yep, Wentz hurt.
Yeah, Wentz is out.
Okay.
I'm going with Tennessee also.
Oh, Tennessee too.
Going Tennessee. Atlanta and the New York Giants.
Heads you win, tails I lose. I just flipped the coin on this one.
Yeah, I did.
East.
Came out with the Giants.
We say keep spreading the news. Bro, you can sing your song. Keep spreading the news.
Not with the Giants, I ain't.
Letitia West said Carolina for the earlier game went over. She also said the Titans. West says Tennessee. She said Tennessee.
San Diego capable of upsetting the Chiefs.
I don't think the Chiefs gonna lose 2 games in a row.
I ain't saying they're gonna lose, but it ain't gonna be no blowout.
That should be a good one.
I'm going with Kansas
But
City.
Kansas City's got to do the one thing that they didn't do against us, and they got to stick with the run game. Because Baltimore was gashing Kansas City the other night.
In the run game?
Yeah.
Because, boy, let me tell you, if they move the ball on Kansas City like they moved the ball on us, you know, it might not be a good thing for Kansas City, but I'm going with Kansas City because they're home and because they lost the last game.
Yeah. Next. Letitia said that was Letitia West.
Letitia West. She's a 49er fan, good friend of mine.
Okay. Cincinnati over Pittsburgh.
You got Cincinnati?
I'm going with Cincinnati.
I went with Pittsburgh.
I went with Pittsburgh.
I go with Steelers.
All they're gonna change. All come tomorrow when they find out. All they're gonna change the pick. I was like, don't change it now.
What happened? You got some inside information? What's
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that.
Come on, man. You got some inside.
Don't worry about that.
You ain't supposed to hold out, man.
Don't worry about that. Urban made too much of a rush last week. I can't divulge no information.
So we go. Letitia West. Letitia West said the Browns. She made her pick before I asked, so she said the Browns. I'm going with the Browns. Chicago over Cleveland.
What Chicago quarterback name is?
Justin Fields.
Fields, right?
Yeah. Justin Fields will get hurt this game.
No, I don't think so. You think he
Fields
will
get hurt this game? Fields will get hurt this game, and they regret like hell they put him in there.
They got a bad line too. They about bad as
Fields gonna get hurt versus the Browns. Watch about this.
And you got Clowney and what's his name coming off the edge, boy. Yeah, you might be right, Joe. That might be a scary thing.
I would say I would wait after the Chicago game to put him in there. I'd have been fools and them get broke up. He gonna get hurt versus Cleveland. And Cleveland too.
I think Fields gonna have a good game.
Okay.
I think you have a good game. We said okay. You sound like Jay-Z. When Jay-Z said that in that song of OJ, OJ said, "I'm not black, I'm OJ." And Jay-Z said, "Okay."
That's the wrong game to start.
Charles Gillespie says Cincinnati. So Charles is going with Cincinnati over Pittsburgh also.
Pittsburgh don't look good at all, man.
Baltimore over Detroit. Baltimore versus Detroit.
Baltimore.
That's a big letdown game for Baltimore, but they'll pull it out in the fourth quarter. But Detroit will give them something. But they'll pull out in the fourth quarter. But Detroit will stick with them. Watch what I tell you now. Detroit will give them something. That's a big letdown game for Baltimore. It could be a 31-30, 31-29. Detroit will give them something. Baltimore will pull it out in there.
Charles Gillespie's going with Baltimore. HP, who you got? Who you got?
I got to go with Lamar Jackson. I picked them to win their division, so I got to go with Baltimore.
You're going Baltimore. June, who you got?
Baltimore. I thought we already picked.
Yeah, we did. We did, but putting it up because of the people that that's watching.
Oh, okay.
So
Baltimore.
I can read them. Teams.
Baltimore.
Baltimore. I'm going Baltimore too. New Orleans and New England.
Saints.
New England.
Saints go marching in. Oh, and the Saints go marching in.
Hey, bring back in about a couple weeks.
I'm gonna show you. You'll talk about that Bill Belichick. We can show you something. I'm gonna show you something this week about your boy Bill Belichick going against Sean Payton. You can see this week. Sean Payton gonna show him something.
Listen.
All right, mark my words.
I'm gonna say it like an old man and Macbeth used to say it. New England gonna suffer them. Boy, they gonna get suffered Sunday.
Okay.
Let me tell you. Letitia West says New England. Charles Gillespie says New England. Letitia West says Troy. Didn't see that Carolina versus Saints game.
Yeah. They overlooked this. They overlooked Carolina.
You look past.
Carolina got a good team.
Yep.
So Troy, you going with New Orleans?
What you got there, dude?
Yeah, I'm going New Orleans.
We might catch up with Troy this week.
No, I'm not picking that. I thought you was supposed to cook the
You're either gonna catch up or either I'm gonna stretch way out. It's gonna be one or the other.
Okay, we have food today. What's for lunch?
We gonna catch up with Troy.
You're either gonna catch up or either I'm gonna make that ball way out. It's gonna be one or the other.
And Letitia West said, "Let me guess, the Saints didn't get their raises." Arizona,
Hey,
and Jacksonville.
Jim is too up and down, man. You can't really, he have a good game like the first week. Now he come back last week and shit. Man, you can't. I don't know, but that guy, man, he's something else.
Yeah, James, man.
But the Saints defense didn't show up in Carolina either, though. The Saints defense normally pretty good.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. But I think it all starts with your quarterback. If they know he ain't doing what the Cuz did, man, shit, we done lost this game.
Yeah, I don't know. Kamara couldn't do nothing either. Kamara normally run the ball pretty good. Carolina smothered him. Arizona at Jacksonville.
Arizona. I got Arizona. Charles Gillespie says Arizona.
Washington at Buffalo.
Buffalo
Soldiers.
Austin picked Washington.
Huh?
Austin Ravenel, he picked Washington over Buffalo.
What?
Yeah, I looked at his picks. He said he picked Washington.
Who you said pick Washington again?
Austin.
Doc. Letitia West says I hate the Cardinals, but they got it. Charles Gillespie says Buffalo also. Letitia West says Buffalo.
I don't know what happened to the Redskins defense, man. Their defense be nasty last year. I don't know what happened to their defense, man.
They did good, but them boys just putting that offensive line.
Boy, the Giants ran all over them, man.
The Giants were putting that offensive line on them, bro.
The Giants supposed to be building the offensive line.
But I'm gonna tell you, the Giants ain't got no coverage. Neither one of them have cover corners. Their corners is suspect on both sides, and in the middle of the field, horrible. I think that Dallas, I think everybody in the NFC East needs a nose guard.
You sit there and say Washington corners is garbage, and somebody else garbage, and we got the next to the last worst passing defense in the NFL.
Shall I remind you that we have?
I'm listening. You were talking. I'm talking. We got the 31 out of 32.
They put my necklace on. Where my necklace at? I ain't got my necklace.
We got 31 out of 32 passing defense in the NFL, and you
But
call
Troy-
somebody on secondary garbage.
But Troy, last question: Who is the number one defense on turnovers in the NFL?
We are.
Who is the number 6 defense in the red zone?
And yeah, you saying all that, but you're giving up 400 yards passing the game.
But you can't have everything, Troy. You can't get everything, Troy.
Turnover save us, boy.
Last
Turnover
year
save
was
us. Now.
horrible.
If we had them turnovers, boy, we'd be in trouble.
We were horrible last year. Bam said, "You're right, Junior." Because when we picked Cornell on our team, the other team said the same thing. See, man, that's bullying, man. That's bullying. I'm gonna tell a story, man, real quick. We used to come down the road together, man, to play football with them boys, and them boys be like, "We got Mike, we got Mike, we got Mike," and then both teams start yelling, and then the other boys say, "Man, we had Cornell last week, man." And so, you know, my self-esteem, man.
What position you used to play?
Huh?
What position you used to play?
Sandlot, bro. Sandlot.
What position? They still you still had to be a quarterback or a running back. You still had to do something, or you just stood there.
Mike, hey, Troy. Hey, Troy. Mike said he tried out for the J League team, and he got cut because he been leaning on the doggone other man with that bad leg.
He retired.
I quit the JV team because I hated Ruggles.
Oh shit!
I didn't do Ruggles.
What about that? Green or orange? What do you mean? Color green you gonna make? Green or orange?
That's lie.
Hey, Corner, tell Letitia she getting beside herself now.
Yeah, Letitia getting beside herself, too, but the Cowboys will be under 500 again. But let me mind my business. You need to mind your business, drink some tea, Letitia. You better hope the 49ers can do something. Bang, bang. Niners gang. Bang, bang.
We got Denver and the Jets.
Michael Bright laughing. Yeah, we got the Jets in Denver. We got a plane and a mule. I'm going with the mule. I'm going with Denver.
Denver.
Your poor judgment and being a Cowboys fan. Hashtag childhood football. You know what, bro? Man, you know what? I'm going to talk to my therapist, my next therapist on my show. I'm going to talk about the guys, man, how they used to bully me, man, because I feel bullied. I do, man. Letitia said, "Don't let them bother you, sir." I'm not going to let them bother me, Letitia. Not at all am I going to do that. Then Charles Gillespie says Denver. Everybody's in agreement that Denver is going to keep the Jets on the losing slope.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So, now, HP, I'm going to let you go first. We got the Dolphin talking to you, HP.
That sounds like a bad starter.
If we lose this game, Cam come to town.
What happened?
I said if we lose this game right here and that plays bad, Cam Newton will be in town Monday morning. Guaranteed.
HP, Cam Newton is not going to be in the. They're not going to get Cam Newton.
Miami kind of fruity too, so he might fit right in down there with the rest of them. He probably could go down there and open a clothing store in Miami.
Boy, you stupid. You're stupid. You're crazy, man.
Don't be surprised. Brissett plays bad. Cam might be in.
Would you just put in the same? You would have, but did you?
Letitia went with the Raiders.
I'm being
It reminds me of my brothers and I on Sunday. Hey, Charles, you got a brother like Troy? Gracious God, we love him though. We love him, boy. We love him. Letitia West said, "HP, you're not a Dolphins fan in real life."
Say what?
And Charles Gillespie says the poor Dolphins. So
We all right.
I'm going with the Raiders. I'm going with the Raiders in that game.
Hey, Austin going with Miami too in that game. Austin picked Miami over the Raiders.
He thinks Miami's gonna go down to Los Angeles?
He must not be thinking nothing with that. They got a hurt quarterback.
Huh?
I don't know what he's thinking.
Brissett said he's the starter anyway, so I'm gonna take his word.
Who said
Seattle at Minnesota.
Seattle and Minnesota. Charles Gillespie said the Raiders also.
That's a tough one now.
Minnesota could beat them boys, man.
Hey,
Yeah.
Troy.
Yeah.
Troy, change my pick. I want Minnesota in this game.
I'm going with Seattle.
Yeah, Minnesota could beat them because Minnesota looked good last week too. Now they got running and throwing, but you just don't know what Seattle team gonna show up.
Yeah, that's a big Minnesota.
Yeah, I'm going with Seattle. I don't think Seattle gonna lose 2 games in a row. I don't see that happening. Who you got, June?
I think I got Seattle.
All right. Charles Gillespie said he got Seattle. Irv, you said you going Minnesota?
Yeah.
Troy going Minnesota?
I ain't going Minnesota. I still see that. I ain't going with Irvin. We gotta separate these out. I gotta separate myself from Irvin.
We gonna catch Troy this week. Hey, HP, who you going with?
I got Minnesota.
You got Minnesota too. So we split all up. We split all up down the middle this week. All right.
I tell you one thing: if you go with Hardy, you pick with Hardy, you better go the separate way. Hardy in the basement, man.
Hey,
Hardy last place, isn't it?
Hardy in the basement. Hardy in the basement.
Hey, the first 4 weeks I take chance.
But listen, Cornell picked with his heart. I don't know what Hardy picked with.
All right. Hey, all right.
We got 15 more weeks. Counting this week, we got a long to go, buddy.
Tampa Bay, and LA.
I got the Rams.
My prediction is HP will drop Miami like a hot potato and pull for the Hawaii coconut bears.
I'm here for the long haul, baby. I'm here for the long haul.
That's gonna be a good game. Hope that one come on TV.
LA. Charles Gillespie says the Rams, and I am going with you, Charles Gillespie. I'm going with you because the Rams have a defense, and they're gonna get pressure on Brady, and they're gonna disrupt his throwing pattern. So
Rams didn't look too good last week versus the Colts.
Oh, they didn't.
No, they didn't. The Colts blew the ball on them at will almost at one point.
For real?
I don't know, man.
I tell you what, if Brady get that ball last, and didn't need a score to win, you got to go with Tampa Bay.
Whoever sacks Brady, bro. Whoever gets
only reason I go with LA because they in LA, and they probably get all the damn calls. They get all the calls. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. LA will get all the calls in the regular season, and then when they meet in the playoffs, Tampa Bay gonna flip and get all the calls in the damn playoffs.
I wish we had Michael Parsons. I wish we had Michael Parsons on that edge when we played against Tampa Bay. Parsons would have got him, bro. Parsons would have got him. I wish we had stick him on that edge. He would have got him. He would have caused enough trouble that he would have caused enough trouble. They would have to double team him because they were double teaming him, holding him. You know, hold on to your love. So
Cornell, you got one of them TVs like when you play Madden, you say offense only.
Troy.
Your TV like that. Your TV shows Cowboys only. You don't see the whole game, do you, Cornell?
Troy. So you okay. All right. So you don't agree with me that if anybody gets pressure on Brady this year, that's not the key to the game. You don't agree with that?
Yeah, you gotta get Brady, but Brady get that ball out in 2 seconds, man. You gotta be extra goddamn fast. Brady get that ball out in 2 seconds.
Let me tell you.
Brady get that ball in 2 seconds.
I say it's pressure, bro. I say it's pressure. Old man said pressure bust pipes. So
how much pressure can you get into? How much of a pass rush can you get on Brady in 2 seconds, though, man?
Jalen Ramsey, them boy. That's when your corners got to shut it down. But you were telling me everything was throwing a will on them boys, right?
Yeah. Shit, Wentz was eating them up.
You said the Colts was eating them up. Wentz was eating them up.
Yep. Wentz had a good game.
He got hurt. Until he got hurt. Wentz passed like 300 yards on him.
We're gonna see. I think the Rams are tough at home, so we'll see.
Yeah, at home. Yeah, I think they'll get him at home. That's on the reason. But later on in the year, Tampa Bay will come back and get him. Just like last year, who beat Tampa Bay? Kansas City dogged Tampa Bay in the regular season, and then what happened in the damn Super Bowl? Two different teams.
It was that defense.
They had the same defense. They had the same defense in the third game of the season too.
But their defense looked suspect this year. The Tampa Bay defense, the corners are suspect. The front four are beasts, but the corners are suspect. You can throw on Tampa Bay defense. You can throw on Tampa Bay defense. You can throw in them corners. In the Super Bowl, they look like you can throw the ball on them, period.
Yeah, you can't throw if your quarterback laying down. Hard to throw on your back.
They ain't be getting the Dak. They ain't be getting that. So then everybody got Tampa Bay.
No, I got the Rams.
No, I got the Rams.
I got the Rams also. June, who you got?
Oh, Rams.
You got the Rams? Okay, so we got the Rams. Charles Gillespie has the Rams also. Charles Gillespie said a healthy Stafford and healthy Rams team can win a Super Bowl. All right, so Charles thinks they have Super Bowl aspirations. Green Bay and San Francisco.
That's a good one there. That's a toss-up.
Green Bay.
San Fran.
Let me look at my things. Who I picked?
Who can run the ball? Mostert, whatever his name is, he done.
I picked San Fran. But you said some people hurt, right? For San Fran?
Yeah, they running back Mostert.
Yeah, I picked the Packers too.
Green Bay.
I picked the
Yeah,
Packers
Mostert.
too.
Packers back.
No, I picked the Packers because the 49ers, they look like crap versus the Eagles. That's the Eagles' defense just that damn good. The 49ers, they couldn't score no points in the first half versus the Eagles. They scored a touchdown with 23 seconds left in the first half. They couldn't move the ball on the Eagles. So I don't know if the Eagles that good or the San Francisco's that bad.
But Troy, I didn't heard you say about 5, 6 different teams played bad last week. You think they're gonna play bad this week too?
I don't know.
They match up differently with different teams now.
So you think the 49ers is the Green Bay has got a better defense than the Eagles?
Nope.
Huh?
Then the Eagles.
Green
San
Bay
Francisco would have did nothing versus the Eagles if that boy would have got hurt. If that defensive end would
Green
have
Bay
got hurt.
defense has been terrible the first 2 games of the year.
Yeah, Green Bay looked horrible against the Saints.
Yeah, how do you look versus Detroit?
They looked terrible
Detroit.
until the second half when they start turning the ball over.
I didn't watch the game. Shit, I don't even know. But
Letitia
Detroit
West
was moving the ball at will against Green Bay.
West said,
I still take Green Bay.
Hey, has anybody seen the Lone Wolf?
Lone Wolf.
He in Pittsburgh trying out for quarterback. They got him in Pittsburgh trying out.
Hey, and I even get prepared for Lone Wolf tonight, man. Had his little theme song here for him.
Every time he go AWOL, he gonna tell us he been on some kind of date or something like that. But obviously that's suspect too. I ain't know how many drinks you buy them girls take pictures with him.
Yeah, Lone Wolf ain't show up. Letitia West says she's a San Fran fan. She said, even with the injuries now, who wants to debate me? The 49ers, bang, bang, Niner gang. Charles Gillespie says, gotta go, everyone. Enjoyed everyone. All right, Charles, we're glad to have you, Mr. Gillespie. Letitia West says, calm down, Troy.
Ask Letitia whether she got blonde hair.
He said, good one, Troy.
Letitia, you got blonde hair, sweetheart? I don't know what you look like, but you sound like a blonde to me.
Letitia
Send her the link,
good one,
Send her the
Troy.
link so she can come on. Send her the link so she can come on.
She coming back. Oh, David Thompson, my man from Georgia. He said, I'm picking the Cowboys over the hated Eagles, and my Falcons better beat the Giants. Cornell Tony Johnson.
Call you by your whole government name, man.
Whole government name, boy. Listen, they'll find me now, boy. They gonna find me now, boy. If I got any warrant.
Is that my main man, Bam Mab?
No, that's
Mad
David.
Bam.
That ain't Bam Bam. Bam Bam ain't hit us back for a little bit. He had made a stop, must be. He hit us back for a little bit, but we
What's
said
up,
Green.
my dude?
That's Bam Bam with you.
No, he on the screen.
What Bam Bam at?
No, HP, Dunk, Irvin, Troy,
Yeah.
Cornell.
Yeah.
Somebody down in a red, look like a red shirt.
That's
It's
HP.
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 Oh, damn.
It's HP.
I mean, you look dark
Come
down there,
on, man.
buddy.
You can't mistake me for him. I'm not that ugly.
Oh,
Boy, you know something coming back at you right now.
Let's do it, man.
Bam Bam.
Let's do it.
Oh boy.
Oh, he's coming. He's coming.
Yeah,
Trust
Bam,
me.
Bam coming with that for that one. He go hear that one.
Hey, dog, I think you need to get them eyes checked.
Yeah, I got the wrong glasses on, buddy.
Okay.
This thing here all foggy up.
Now, the premiere game. Everybody get off TV. Get everybody off TV. 8:15 Monday night.
My Yankees just scored 4 runs in the 8th inning, baby.
Uh-oh.
You've been quiet all night.
But
All right,
Junior got
And
that
still behind the
thing
Red
rigged,
Sox.
man. Junior him and they got us rigged, boy. Our last 8 games we got to play Boston, Toronto, and Tampa.
Yes,
On the
sir.
road. On the road.
Yes, sir.
Ain't no way we gonna make it, man.
I like Tampa Bay.
Letitia West says, I'm 100% sister Cornell. Get Troy. All right. And so Bam Bam says, my leg is straight and my teeth HP.
But I'm so prettier than you.
I know he was coming.
Letitia West says the Eagles. She's picking the Eagles to come to Dallas, where they have lost the last 3 times on our opening night in Dallas, Texas. Austin,
Letitia, ask Letitia if she already popped that bottle open and that Moscato. Tell Letitia, hey, cheers, baby.
Letitia West, I'm gonna have to give you this right here.
And now, here with an unlimited supply of misinformation is Mr. Know-It-All.
Letitia West says, I want to watch the game right next to you. Letitia West, you don't want to watch the game next to us.
She must talking to you, Courtney. I know she ain't talking to me.
You don't want to watch the game next to me, Letitia, because you know how obnoxious I can get. And I'm going to get more obnoxious as the quarters go on. Because I predict that we're going to drag Philly. We're going to drag them. That's what I'm saying. We're going to drag them. I'm coming on here saying that. She said,
Stella Black.
Can't read. I said Stella Black.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you like Beyonce said, I've been drinking. I've been drinking.
Why are you stupid? Letitia West said, I just moved back to South Carolina.
Welcome back. I don't know where you should been at, but welcome back. Letitia West, Mae West.
Troy, you're so dumb. I've been drinking. You know?
I've been drinking. Watermelon, pineapple, whatever she said. Watermelon.
So we covered all the games, man. We covered all the games. And we talked about the Cowboys game. As you know, we going with the Cowboys. A lot of us are. You know, some of you aren't. Non-Cowboys. HP, you going with the Cowboys, aren't you?
Oh, I got the Beagles.
HP, you gonna stay on the losing side. HP,
Hey.
you don't at least win something next week.
Oh, I'm good. We got 15 more weeks. I'm good.
So HP, what makes you think that y'all gonna beat the Raiders?
That's a good question. I think we're gonna go down there and we got embarrassed last Sunday.
Okay.
And
He going with his heart.
we had a good week of practice so far, is what I heard, and everybody's focused. And
What her name
we're
is?
gonna be
Letitia?
and we're gonna be
Letitia? What
ready.
her name is? Tisha?
Letitia. Letitia. Hey, go ahead, HP.
Okay,
No,
Miss
I said
West.
we had a good week of practice, what I heard, and everybody gonna be focused and we're gonna be ready. Like you said, we got embarrassed last Sunday, and we're gonna make up for it. So I like our chances going in Vegas and beating those Raiders.
What you been drinking?
Let me see. I got some Mountain Dew Zero.
Yeah, that's what your thoughts is, 0.
Letitia West says,
That's how many games you can win, 0.
No, bro, we're gonna be all right. We're gonna bounce back.
Letitia said HP is numb to losing. # Miami.
We just gonna call her Tisha. We ain't gonna say the whole la. La 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 la.
We're gonna be all right.
Tisha.
So y'all gonna be all right. And so now let me ask you this question: what makes you think Philly is gonna beat Dallas?
Oh, Jalen Hurts.
We have a
Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts gonna have a field day.
Hurts
We
gonna
have
give
a
us
spy on him.
Hurts gonna be a problem for us.
Yep.
Until probably about the third quarter, middle of the third, with his running ability and his little dump off passes. That's gonna be a little problem for us. Halftime be a little 17-14, but I think end of the game we'll probably pull away 28-24.
I think that was my score, Troy.
Dump that ball off.
Troy, that was my score, but I picked Philly 28-24.
Well, I know I'm not going with that one again.
Bam Mab says Hodrick feels that way. He said the same reason why he thinks he's the Hall of Famer. Well, Bam Mab, you saw you now, HP. And then Letitia
he'll be all right. Hey, tell him, hey, always time for a comeback.
And Letitia West says the Cowboys is just like the government. When a little pressure hits, they shut down. But see, I understand from a psychological standpoint that everybody is really, really worried because of what they saw in week 1. Because everybody said they had written us off that we were going to get dragged by Tampa Bay. And now here we are. Here we are. Here we are. Looking impressive. And you know what? I'm approachable now. But as the season goes on, I'm going to let you know. My head is going to get bigger, and I'm going to talk more trash. And if we go to the Super Bowl,
now you did that.
If we go to the game, it's going to be very bad.
Hey, tell Tisha, I just looked up on Facebook. Tell her she pretty attractive to speak so much foolishness. I'm quite appalled and surprised that someone so attractive can talk so much foolishness and nonsense.
I just need to know when you're watching.
Watch the game at.
Tell her when she come get a blonde wig and wear that with her. May West.
Well, at least you know that I'm not a blonde. That's what she said.
She in Monk's Corner?
Huh?
She in Monk's Corner?
I don't know where she moved to.
She just said South Carolina.
She said she just moved to South Carolina. Looked like she was in Milwaukee one time. Been around them white people too long.
She said I don't wear color.
Tell us I don't wear drawers.
You just had to go left. Bro, you're so disgusted. You had to go left. God.
Well,
we talk about what we don't wear.
And Mike says not bigger. Cornell Tony Johnson. What did I say?
Not bigger.
I don't know. I don't get what Mike said. Tisha West is laughing. She's laughing. He says sourpuss. Let me stop, Troy.
Now we ain't going there with Tish.
Okay.
Tell her sister I know it now. I'm not going on there with you, Tish. We will let you slide. I'm taking a little side wages too on that Philly Dallas game.
So, he said my head. Oh, I see what he's saying. I said my head will get big. He said not bigger. You know, all right, Mike. I see where you're going at with that. That's okay, Mike. I take that. bullying me again. Just
Talk
bullying
about
me.
let's talk about college football. We ain't got no Clemson fans in here, do we?
Yeah, I'm a Clemson fan.
Oh,
Right here,
man.
bro.
That done fell off, man.
Yeah.
They're not looking good this year.
Welcome back.
We still beat Carolina, though.
Welcome
Tisha
back to
West,
ground zero.
cool when San Francisco win. Just know I told y'all so. All right, Letitia. She says, no way.
Right.
And she says, roll tide.
All right.
Nah,
There we go. Bandwagon.
Not a roll tide there. She always been a Crimson Tide fan though. She has always been a Crimson Tide fan. They was rolling when we beat them in that national championship game.
I'm surprised that any black person be a Crimson Tide fan, because I remember back in the day most Clemson fans had rebel flags and missing about 2 or 3 teeth in the front. I'm from Alabama. I'm from Bama. I'm from Alabama. I actually should have been to Alabama. Shit.
Yeah, we always argue about Bama. You a Bama fan.
That's not. If you black, that's not where you want to be at. Trust and believe me.
No, that's right.
Shit. You got all them black people. They got all them black people on the football team, but shit, outside of Tuscaloosa, that's not where you want to be.
Just said, Troy, keep drinking, boo. And she said, yes, I used to live there. So yeah, you used to live in Bama. She used to live in Bama.
Bama, you live in Bama.
You can be Troy. You can be in Birmingham, Mobile, and Montgomery. As you want to be one of us.
Yeah.
And
you want to sell Tuscaloosa? Woo!
Michael Bryce said, dang, HP must be a Tide fan then. HP, what you do? You stand up on the balcony, don't jump?
You about to commit suicide.
It must be a Tide fan. Where you get that from?
Because of Troy's definition of Tide. Because of what she said. So Mike ain't driving now. You just sitting back and
You must be from Alabama. I'm from Selma. You know where the bridge at? Where they walk, all them niggas walked across.
That's gonna be our show for tonight. We're glad that have Troy. We got Irv. We got HP. We got Dunk. We're gonna be coming on every week. Bam Mab, Letitia West. Dan HP must be a Tide. Oh, he said the same thing. We had everybody on here tonight. We're glad we had Charles Gillespie. My man Tyrone chimed in for a little while.
Well, Cornell, tell Letitia we're gonna send her the link next week.
Letitia, we're gonna send you the link to be on the show next week. So we
stop hiding.
Yeah, we want you to talk about, because we gonna come back talking trash after we drag them Eagles.
She throwing rocks, but nobody can see her.
She said, I'll come on next time. Okay, all right, we'll have you on next time. Absolutely, we have you on next time.
Make sure she wear that blonde wig.
Hey fellas, y'all be easy, be safe.
All right, peace out, bro.
Mask up.
Likewise.
Y'all guys for coming on. Have a wonderful night, man. And we'll see you guys next time.
Peace.
Peace out.